Yeah.
My bad, guys. I keep walking away to check on the dogs, make sure they're not going to go too crazy. That's why I keep
Oh, you're
stepping
good. You're good. We're going to try finishing up. I want to cover the Open and then go through some fun questions.
Cool.
So coming into the Open for the Tampa Pro, we got Quentin Araya, we got Phil Clayhar, which is one of my favorite guys, awesome dude. Roman Fritz making the stage return, so he's coming in. Tim Budashim, I'm pretty sure he's announced that he's doing it as well. He's been doing a few shows. Obviously, we talked about Kamal. Got to be one of the favorites coming in, making his. I don't know if it's his Open debut, but he's a 212 guy. Sung-Chul Lee announced from South Korea. He's going to be doing it. And then, the big name right now, the big question mark is going to be Akeem Williams.
If Akeem brings the conditioning, it's his show to win.
Yep. Because he won, I think, Puerto Rico last year. And then, just didn't come in as the way we wanted him at the Olympia. And the unfortunate thing is he doesn't really post much for like physique updates. I just wish I'm a media guy, obviously with what I do, but I just wish he would post more just engaging fan content. I feel like he's stuck back in the 90s when it comes to like bodybuilding marketing.
Yeah, he's not as active on the social media.
Yeah. And we only want what's best for him. That's the thing.
Yeah. It's an important thing as a pro, to be engaged on social media. I do believe that.
Yeah. I mean, he's making cool content, but it's not, he's not on Instagram. He's not really posting, not showing anything.
I think it's important to some, and then to others, I think mentally it might be worse for them. I've heard sometimes where worrying about posting and consuming yourself can just be awfully toxic. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where sometimes you need to take a breather from it. And some people, because he probably is a bit older, a bit more old school, where it's not really his forte to kind of keep up with it. But to your point, Jared, you do need to be able to do that for your own promotion, your own marketing, if you don't have a full-time position that's providing you a lot of money to be, you know what I mean? Because I think I don't know about you guys, but if I had the ability to make a lot of money and not post one thing on social media and just show up at shows and then go away and disappear, I probably would, to be honest, because that's more of my personality. I'm good with communicating to people, but I don't like more of that limelight type of thing. So that's just me personally. If I had the ability to work my simple 9 to 5, but I'm making a good amount of money where I'm able to pay the bills, pay for the puppies, the girlfriend, pay for, make sure everything's covered, everything's bodybuilding, and then just be able to lift and focus on that. That might be something that would pique my interest. You know what I'm saying? And take away from your focus on putting on Instagram, social media, seeing all other people, having to worry about a way you might appear to other people. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just because I had a conversation with someone about that recently. So that's something that kind of came to mind. Some people, they thrive off of social media and posting, and they kind of need that validation, or even not. Let's kind of just view it from a business perspective. They're just really their business, their brand, their marketing for that. It's not a validation thing. Some people do use it for that, right? But then the other people are really trying to grow their brand, their YouTubes, their clientele, their whatever. And I respect that, because there's no better way to do that than on social media. You know what I mean? You kind of have to. But some people, man, they aren't really. I don't want to say they aren't made for social media. Just it's not their thing, and that makes them really uncomfortable and awkward. They're more of in-person communicators, right? They don't like the online type of thing. You know what I mean? So
I mean Cedric McMillan. I mean, he was, I knew him from the Army side and from the bodybuilding side, and him in person is so much different than listening to him talk, doing interviews. But if you do get him when he's in a good mood, or when he was in a good mood, he was very articulate and he could talk about things. It's just getting him in front of the camera, getting him in front of the microphone was such a battle.
In person was a lot easier with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some just to, you know,
yeah.
To the point
But also like in the military, like he was in his element, like he was an expert within his field. So like he could speak proficiently about, you know, his different tasks and, you know, different things with the military. So
I guess that's my point, right? Like he was very immersed in the military and what he was doing for his full-time job. Like that was his thing. Yes. And then he bodybuilded and you didn't really know too much about his bodybuilding because the socials, you didn't post a lot. Like, I guess that was the point I was trying to make. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's very common within bodybuilding. Well, even myself, you know, in person, I'm very like looking at the ground, not trying to like, for me, I always think like I'm not trying to upset people. Like I don't want to like someone to think I'm staring at them or make them uncomfortable. So I'm just like staring at my feet and checking my phone. But then if I actually do talk to somebody, it's the light, the switch flips, and then I'm just like a little social butterfly.
Well, nowadays, like if you accidentally look at someone for half a second, if it's a guy, they might think you're trying to, you know,
square up.
Yeah, square up, or they might think something about you. If it's a female, they're going to call you a perv for checking them out. I saw that one video that someone posted about the one trainer who like,
oh man, yeah,
from a distance for 1 second, and she's like recording it, trying to like just get them in the limelight. In that sense, I'm just like, man, you can't even like look like I like to like my girlfriend will make fun of me for it, but like I like to say hi to everyone. Like if I'm walking in a grocery store and like we make eye contact or like I'm opening up a door for you, we're passing each other, like I say, hey, how are you? Like it's a normal thing. I feel like that is not,
it's like, very much not common anymore. I'm a Midwest Wisconsin guy. I used to be very social. I'm in California now. People are very aggressive and they just tunnel vision. So it's
Shaw and I are from the South, so we probably I know we're kind of a little more used to like people talking. But it's true. Like when I go up north and things like that, it's like less people talking. Shaw, what do you think, man?
Yeah. Up north, it's a little bit more rude. But yeah, down here definitely talk more. But I catch myself trying to change my mindset because everyone, you know, they're moving here, so everyone is different. So now I'm finding myself just trying to put myself in their shoes or something. I don't know, just knowing they're not from here and not try to, you know, talk the junk in my head about them. Like you,
like damn, I held this door open. She didn't say what.
Yeah. I hate that. If I hold the door for you, better say thank you, because I'll say it out loud to myself. Like I'll open the door for someone, they don't say it, I'm like, you're welcome. Like I'm like, I just say thank you. Like it's not that hard, man. It's just be a person, man. You know, like people are so wrapped up in, you know, you just take a step back,
universe,
acknowledge life. Like everyone's a beautiful thing. Like, you know, every person that's living, we beat the odds of how, you know, like we were one out of like millions of little swimming, you know, like trying to get to the egg. Like it's a beautiful thing. So just acknowledge life and say hi to everyone and greet everyone, be kind to everyone, be courteous, hold the door for someone, you know, pay it forward type of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but it's also, it could be a cultural thing. I notice over here, this is the first time in my life where, you know, me being like a white guy, I'm in the minority in San Francisco. Where it's mostly, you know, Asian descent, Indian, you know, South Asian heritage. Social distance and like personal bubble, it does not exist. I've gotten shoulder checked by so many like 5'0" grandmas. I mean, and not shoulder, I mean, they're checking my hip at that point, but like they don't think about it. They bump into you and they just move around you. And I'm like, because like testosterone will just go to my neck. So I'm like, oh shoot, like something's about to go down. And it's just some little lady walking by. I'm like, oh, that took like a while. I've been here almost 2 years, and it's still taking me a little bit. So
they don't say excuse me or sorry.
No, they got their crazy like visor too, on, and they're just going.
Yeah, don't excuse me either, man.
Like it's like in a grocery store. It happens. I get so angry because the aisle is here, and I'm here just looking at a label or something. Cut in front of me and stand. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm about to go off. That junk is crazy. I'm standing right here, and you Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool, yeah.
They're in their own universe. They're like, I need to get that granola. I'm not even worried
Yeah.
about this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, different upbringings, but yeah. So what do we say? It's Akeem's show to win.
Yeah, I'd say it's Akeem's show. He brings the
Mm.
conditioning, and yeah, I think Quentin's going to do well.
Yeah.
I think who else you mentioned is going to be in
Quentin, Tim Budishim, Roman Fritz making his stage debut
Phil's
again.
going to do very well. It's
Phil
between
Clayhar.
It's between Phil and Akeem in the top two, if you ask me.
I like Phil, but we're talking about the guy from Jamaica, right? The Tank.
Yeah. Jamaican Tank.
I don't know. I feel like he's the last. I feel like he's letting his midsection go a little bit.
A little more
The Boston, it was out. It was distended a little bit. That was his first time with his new coach. He came into Orlando much better. Midsection was tight again. But it is his one main weak point is keeping the. I think before I knew him, I used to call it his turtle shell because it kind of looked like Dexter Jackson when his was kind of blown out a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
But
yeah.
I do like him though. I was a fan from the first time seeing him was at Tampa. I was a fan from there. But yeah, his the midsection, I think if he controls that, he has a pretty decent shot.
Yep. Yeah, I'd agree.
I'm excited to see Quentin's new size. Oh yeah, Kamal is definitely
Quentin he got a lot bigger.
Ooh, I forgot about Kamal too when I said top two.
Yeah, because he's gonna bring that crazy conditioning. Yeah, really mature muscle.
I would say like erase like my top two prediction. I say it's the three of them. It's the three of them.
Yep. Akeem, Phil, and Kamal, top three.
Because he's a wild card right now.
Yep. Sung Cho Lee hasn't really come in very conditioned. He's big and full.
I want to see a match between him and Quentin. That would be nice.
Yeah. That'd be Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was the highlight reel. Please subscribe, like the video, and let me know what you guys want to see on the next podcast. I'm Saunch, your host. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.